What's up YouTube, Biz Matthew here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how many leads you need to get in order to close your first wholesale real estate deal. Now, before we go on, you all, please be sure to subscribe down below. A lot of you all watch my videos but are not subscribed. So if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, I would really appreciate that. Also, like this video, comment down below. Follow me at Biz Matthew on my Instagram if you have any questions for me directly, and just to follow other content about wholesaling, about real estate, about entrepreneurship in general. So I get this question a lot. How many leads should I get in order to close a wholesale deal? Whether you closed the deal before or you want to get more consistent deal. Now, for me in my business, I'll just talk about what works for me in my market with my type of marketing strategy. Everyone's is different based off of your ad spend, where you market, and your type of marketing. So I'll discuss some of that and then get into exactly how many leads I see in my business in order for me to get a deal. So for my business, when I was really ramping up my wholesaling business, right now, just to be fully transparent with you all, I'm still wholesaling. Hopefully I should close on a deal this week. I closed one probably 2 weeks ago. You all saw that. A house that I was holding on to for a few months, I finally sold that one. And then I have another one that should be closing soon that I partnered with a cash buyer. So Lord willing, everything works out fine for that. But I'm also concentrating on other things. So I'm getting into like investing in stocks, a little bit of cryptocurrency, and just really ramping up my content, as you all can tell from like the editing and just the different thumbnails and different other platforms that I'm investing my time in. And I'm looking to get into other sources of real estate other than wholesaling, like rentals, maybe some flips, some hotel deals, or other things like that. So the way my business works is that I primarily market through direct mail. So I send out postcards every week when I'm actively marketing and wholesaling. Sometimes I do turn it off, which is kind of dangerous, and sometimes I turn it back on. That's what I've been doing. When I consistently market every single week, I spend about $500 a week only on direct mail. So direct mail is not for everyone. If you're cold calling or doing texting, it will be drastically lower, probably between $150 to $200 a month, maybe, for that lead source. But that's how much I spend every single week. And so every single month is around $2,000 for marketing. And then I have services like PropStream, CallRail, and different things like that. So I may be spending $2,300, $2,400 a month in my wholesaling business, but my average deal size is around $10,000 to $12,000. So, anybody, if they could spend $2,400 and get $10,000 would do that all day, every day, right? So that's how my business works. And so how does my leads look into, spending that amount? So by spending around $500 a week, I'm marketing to about 1,000 people. From that 1,000 people throughout the month, I'm probably getting, honestly, like 5 leads a week. Well, 5 leads of like they're motivated or they're interested. I get other leads, really cold leads, that I need to follow up with them probably 6 months down the road or probably a year down the road. So I would say I probably get around maybe 10 to 15 leads every single week. That counts the cold leads, the warm leads, and the hot leads in this business. Well, I would say 15 for right now. So 15. So I get 15 leads in. Through those 15 leads per month, that's around 60 leads a month. And with those 60 leads, I can get at least one deal. So for me in my business, if I get 60 to 100 leads in my business, I can close at least one of them. And that just works for my business. So a lead is someone who is showing interest in selling their property. A lead is just not like the whole 1,000 people, right? If you're cold calling, for example, you probably have to call 1,000 people, and out of those 1,000 people, you may get 10 leads out of those 1,000 people that you're calling. If you actually talk to them, you can get probably 15 to 20 leads out of that 1,000 list. So just make that distinction clear. Like there's leads that you market to and then leads that are actually interested in selling their property. So for example, let's say cold calling, because I've done some cold calling. Let's say you have a list of 1,000 people. You skip traced it, you spend like $120, $150. Let's say you are spending money on a phone service like Mojo Dollars or Phone Burner that costs like $100 a month. So that's $250 a month plus skip tracing. And let's say you get the leads from PropStream. If you're interested, link down below in PropStream. So So, and you spend $100 a month. So that's $350 for your cold call. So that is relatively cheap as compared to my $2,300 I spend. But I just like the fact that they're coming to me as opposed to me coming to them. So cold calling. So let's say you spend $350. With cold calling, that's only 1,000 people. So you call that 1,000 people, and most of those 1,000 people are not going to answer the first time. So you got to keep on constantly call the people that haven't answered, or you have to reach them in different ways, maybe through texting or RVM. But let's say you just call that 1,000 list and you reach all you can. Then you have to buy another list when you're cold calling. So in that same month, let's say you just buy another list. So I mean, you already pay for the prop stream, you already pay for the phone service. You're just spending another $150 on skip tracing another list, or your expenses are around $500. It was $350, $500. So let's say you just get a list of 1,000 every week. That would be close to what, like 500 plus another, say $650. So that's $800. $800. I think out of that, you should be able to get at least one lead. I don't even think you need to pull 4,000 different people. Let's say you just keep it at 2,000, which is keeps your ad spend and your expenses to around $500. If you cold call that list of 2,000, you should at least get one. So out of cold calling 2,000 people, let's say you get like the same amount as I get. Let's say you get like, I say 60 to 100 in real, let's say 60 to 100 leads. Might be closer to 100. I would say between 60 to 100 leads, you should be able to get a wholesale deals. Now, these leads are people who express interest in selling their property, either within, I say, a month to 3 months time frame, right? So I would say around that amount. So I know different markets work differently. Of course, there are people who want to sell now. You can get 10 leads and get a property just like that. There are tougher sellers in different areas. There are different negotiation tactics in different areas. So that's something to consider. But for me, my business, I notice like if I get a list of quality leads of around 50 to 60, I should at least be able to get one deal, right? If it's generic leads, like I have cold leads that I need to follow up 6 months or a year, and other leads like that, I would say probably 100. But honestly, with direct mail, it doesn't take a lot of leads because they're coming to you. So I would say quality leads, around that 40 to 50 range for me. But let me know what you all think down below. How many leads have you noticed does it take you in order to get a deal? I'm curious what market you're in and what type of marketing you're doing in order to get that lead to deal ratio, pretty down pack and everything like that. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace.